Yes.
Damn it, Alex.
No, that was good for
Work
the
with me.
That was the beginning.
Quiet on the set, please.
We are back with Mr. Laurent, who is from France.
France? Just France.
Just
It's okay. France.
France. From France. I love your French bread. And then we can move on from that part. I am being joined by Mr. Laurent, who is from France or Luxembourg?
France?
French. Okay, my great-grandfather is French.
Ah.
Maurice Chevalier. Little fun fact. Totally off topic. Okay, this gentleman right here is the guru behind all the statues. I swear he's a major part of these big, beautiful, high-quality statues, the extras, the board games, the clothing, which he's also rocking right now, the Goku, the Wrath of Son Goku. Now, I have some questions for you. Is that okay?
Sure.
All right, this might be a long time, so dig in. You have been doing this for how many years?
I'm started the painting from 2001
Wow, 19 years.
with a Warhammer little statue.
Yeah?
Then I work from this and take a lot, and I start paint for Tsume in 2017.
That's incredible. What made you realize that painting was like your career gift, talent?
I don't know. I love paint. I love do that, and it's just the way it is, and it's happened, and I go through this way.
Okay. What did your parents say? Like, were they like, oh my gosh, my son is going into anime, he's painting these things, what a nerd?
No. They, I have my another job before, and I do it well. And when I have the opportunity to go, my parents say, go.
Really?
Do what you want, and
Nice.
try the best as you can.
Very supportive, huh?
Yeah.
That's always best. I have been informed that you guys also have a manga.
Yeah.
Ragnarfall and Imperium Circus. Are those available now, or are they still on the way?
No, the tom 1 of each are available now in France,
Okay.
and I think it will be soon translated.
I hope so. Then we can get those in the little things. Hint, hint, guys. Hook those up, okay? Now, you have a lot of experience with these statues. A lot of them, from the molding, the preparations, the painting themselves, of course. We're gonna start with the molding part because that's, the beginning piece, right? How long does it take for these molds to dry?
After the mold, the time take to dry. So it's depend of the density of the resin inside.
Okay.
When it's empty, for big pieces, it's slow. It dry.
I guess it takes a little longer.
It
than
takes
some, right?
not so longer that because it's thin.
Okay.
Okay, but the moment you need to let it dry, it's to be in the good position, because then it's thin, it can move when it's not dry, so
it's shifting, right?
it can be a final bad result.
Okay.
For resin, not empty, full in resin, so it takes more long time, but you can wait it dry under the mold.
Really?
Under the mold.
Okay.
Because we need to be dry inside, in the really deep inside.
Okay. What is resin? Because a lot of people don't know what resin actually is.
Resin, it's a chemical product. It's from industry, and it's mix of two kind of product, and it's mixed. And one is the base, the other is the hardener, and you can add something inside to give
that more
other,
solid effect.
yeah,
right?
other
Okay.
properties they don't have at the base.
Okay. How long have you been working with resin? Has it only been with Tsume, or were you doing that before as well?
Only with Tsume.
Only with Tsume. Okay.
More interest inside and more understand well does
Okay.
it works.
Now I saw in the videos, because I know you have some videos on.
Yes, to explain to people.
We just worked on that part. I saw two different kinds of molds you were using. I
Yes.
saw one that was really flexible, really
Yes.
really bendy, and one that was really solid. What's the difference between those?
The difference is the size of the pieces.
Okay.
And also when you do empty resin, it's named rotocasting.
Okay.
So you put resin inside and you turn it,
You
turn
just
it,
roll
turn
it
it to
around,
have
right?
all on the external part resin.
Okay.
And you need to be something very strong. And the other, it's smooth and you put just inside.
Okay.
But in two cases, you have the same mold. You have the same material for the mold.
Okay. Yeah.
It's silicone. You see something
Yeah,
very
I saw
soft.
the different
Yes.
slots. Yeah.
Yes. And it's the same to have the external part.
Okay.
And the other part solid for the empty resin. It's in I don't know the name in English.
No worries.
Hein? Fibre de verre.
Well, okay.
You know we do board with the boat.
The fiberglass.
Fiberglass.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you use the fiberglass to do the
More
strong,
solid fixtures,
strong,
right?
yes.
Okay.
and it's entering the other mold.
Okay.
So it's like two mold.
I also saw that when the cast was done, there was some that were actually like hollow altogether, because if you add more inside, it's weighing a lot more. What do you feel? Because I saw, what was it, a torso that was hollowed out, right? Do you fill that with anything at all, or does it stay hollow?
I don't understand.
Like, because I saw in one of your videos, right, there was a, I think it was the second video,
Yes.
first or second, that you had the torso piece.
Of Broly? No.
No, whichever guy has some fur on his, I think I kind of forgot.
Zod.
Yeah, and I saw that he was hollow. You were saying that if you
Hollow?
added more, it would be like 20 kg altogether.
20. I'm sorry.
No worries.
I wasn't listening.
Oh, like I saw that he had a torso piece,
Yes.
right, that he was showing, and it was hollow.
Yeah, it was something.
Oh yeah, okay.
It was like a little rattling.
There is
sound,
something
yeah.
inside.
Yeah,
and
what
it's
was that?
do some- It's a parcel of resin.
Okay.
Because when you do the rotocasting, there is the resin go all over.
Ah,
Okay.
and it got caught
And
inside, right?
when you wait it's dry, you have maybe une goutte.
Couple pieces dropping in, right?
No, it's
drop.
a drop from the top, and it's like a stalactite. You see, and when it's dry,
okay.
and when you take it, you move, and it breaks.
breaks
and
out.
It's just inside.
Just stuck inside. Do you ever fill that torso piece like with anything at all, or does it stay hollow?
Oh, it stay inside.
It stays okay.
No.
So someone out there is gonna have a statue with a rattly piece.
Yes, because if you want to remove it, you need to cut part of the resin
Yeah.
and
Physically
try
take
to
it out.
Yes.
Like getting a guitar pick out of a guitar.
So after and after you have to redo the fur.
Yeah.
So a lot of work to resculpt.
How often does that happen? Like, I can imagine it happens a lot, right?
Yes. It's not a wrong thing. It's just a normal way. And when you have your statue at home, you don't take it to come out of there. you have it the first time you put in your showroom, but after you don't care. It's not a problem.
There, it's done, yeah.
Yeah.
So guys, if your statue is rattling, it's okay. It's totally
No problem.
normal. Gesundheit. Is that French?
Yeah. No.
No?
No.
Man, I was told it was French. Someone lied to me. Now, are all your statues 100% resin?
No, not yet. Because some statues are 100% resin, like the Brody HQS Plus. But when we do little more scale, like Gara, to fix the head we need to be very, very just in manga. It's something very, you look, it's simple, but it's
Need to be sharp.
A little
sharp,
more delicate
yes,
to work
sharp,
with, right?
and need to be accurate. And then when you do in resin a head, it's sand after, because
Yeah.
it's manually done. So to be sure we have the good head, we prefer to do it in PVC for the little size.
Okay.
And sometimes little detail must be do in PVC to be not break
That way it's
during
more
the
safer
transfer
to
or
do.
something. Yeah.
Okay, I get that. That way you don't have any hair pieces breaking off your statue, right?
Yes, and sometimes like for Vegeta, first we do the sparkling in resin, but we don't have the good result because we need to do them thicker. And then to reduce them and have something very sharp and very nervous, we need to do it in PVC.
Okay.
So the choice of the materials, it need to be serve the product.
So it just depends on which statue that's...
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, cool. Now, I know you guys also have two busts, right? The Saitama and Ichigo for Bleach.
Yes.
And I know that a lot of these statues take a lot of different parts to assemble. How many parts would actually go inside of a bust?
The best is depend of the character. The hair of Saitama not take long, not pieces.
I'd hope not.
Not, it's depend. For the best, it's sometimes big blocks. It's more easy
Okay.
because you have the. We take Saitama, we have the bust, the cape, the glove, and the head. Some details like the nail here and the zipper.
Okay.
Not so much details. It's possible to do it in not a few pieces. It's not because it's big, there is a lot of pieces.
Yeah.
It's more of the posing of the character, of also the design of the character.
Making it more lifelike, right? More realistic.
More realistic.
Peut-être je peux dire que par exemple Madara, il y a plus de pièces.
Yes.
Peut-être plus avec des exemples from Madara.
Then when you take the sample of Madara, there is more pieces than a bust.
Yeah.
Because we need to separate a lot of pieces to paint them and assemble them well. Because some character you can't cast them when you do
The specific pose, right?
specific pose. Yes, you need to paint well it. You need to cut in parts. So it depends very of the character, not of the size.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. How long is the preparation before you paint? Because I know that you guys sand it down, you go in with a scalpel, you get the
Yes.
extra pieces out, you chimp, like in the parts that insert, like the base to Madara.
Yeah.
Right. I know you guys buzz that
Yeah,
out pretty
to
clean.
clean it.
How long does that entire process really take?
It really depends of the pieces because sometimes like we take a Goku or Saitama,
Yeah.
you have the texture. So it's some part you need to be very careful with that because when you sand too much, you lose the texture. And if you lose all the texture on a part,
You have to
it
restart,
doesn't.
right?
There is no sense
Yeah.
to that. So it depends really of the statue, but each pieces as a cast need to be clean, sand, and preparing before paint.
Is there water used?
Yes.
Does that damage it at all? No.
No. Before the paint, there is no problem. After the paint, it can
Then
be
it's
a
a little
problem.
risky, right?
So when they sand, sometimes to be very clean and sand better and remove also more easier the dust, we use water. But after, there is a time to dry it.
Yeah. Is it easier to paint it when it's still wet or when it's dry?
Yes.
100%?
If it's not dry, the paint not fixed.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. So what happens, because I know you guys sometimes have a hard time painting it if the resin is not dried yet, not 100%. What happens if the resin comes out too early from the mold?
From the mold, it can be deformed.
Yeah.
And it can also have some liquid go out.
Oh.
So it's impossible to
Missing pieces and everything.
go to the trash.
You have
directly.
a weird defected Madara. Bummer.
That's why each step takes time and need a time before the other step.
Because I know that this is a really, really finely well done statues. So I think a lot of the viewers actually like knowing this process, they're like, okay, now we understand why
Yeah,
it
sure,
takes so
sure.
long to do it.
When you see the product, it's not possible to know how
All
many
the work
works
that goes into
there
it,
is
right?
behind.
Yeah.
A lot of people works very hard to do quality. We come often in factory to see if process we want it's good, if the statue are well done,
Yeah.
and we test a lot of things in factory.
So you guys, a lot, like just the Madara itself takes a lot of effort and years of experience, like detailed and, what's the word I'm looking for? Artistic value is increased in there. So makes us really appreciate these statues more. All right, on to the last part, because I gotta throw some more energy into this. I've been really sleeping over here. But this is really, really helpful tips for those who are getting into the HQS collectibles. Even the extra, are the extra easier to do? They're smaller, but that doesn't always mean they're easier, right?
It's the same work. Same work before the production, because we do a prototype and it's all paint by hand. And after the production, it's not the same because we use injection mold.
Yeah.
But after for the paint of these parts, plastic parts, it's same work. It's handmade.
Are the extras made of resin as well, or are those PVC?
Don't understand.
C'est que du PVC, les extras.
Yes, extra.
Also
only
resin?
PVC.
Only
No,
PVC.
Only
Okay.
PVC.
That explains a lot, because Midoriya's hair is really pointy, and I can't put it on there without puncturing my fingers. It's really hard on there. Is there any questions that you would like to ask of anything at all? My knowledge base on this stuff is like much wider now. Now.
I hope people understand well what we want to do with statue, because it's not only statue. We want to share feelings and all this kind of thing with that.
All the nostalgia with
Yes,
it, right?
yes.
The stuff people grew up with.
Yes,
See, that's what I keep telling
that's
you
it.
guys.
It's when I do a character in painting or do the production, I have always this feeling with me. This is the it's passion.
Yeah.
And I hope this feeling go across our statue to customer.
See, he wants your happiness more than anything.
Yeah, that's it.
Especially that heavy nostalgia trip, because this is stuff we all grew up with. One Piece has been around for, when did One Piece originally come out? 1990, 97, 96? A long time. It's been out a long, long time. And even Grendizer, because we have customers come in, right? The parents will be like,
Yes.
oh, I'm not into this stuff, I'm not into this. We have Grendizer. I was this big when I was watching Grendizer.
Yeah,
it's
that's
amazing. They'll go into this whole episode and they love it. And then our story is amazing to them now.
I love when I see in the eyes of people there is a
That little glim.
yeah,
right?
and they become a child
Yeah.
one more time, and
See,
it's for passion and feelings that
it's the stuff that like our deep down inner child comes out with. It's amazing feeling. Is there anything you would like to say to these guys?
Thank you, guys.
And I really recommend checking out his videos. He also has his own videos, and that is on what? What channel?
YouTube.
Well, what's the channel?
Tsume Art.
Tsume Art.
Tsume Art.
Tsume Art. That's the channel for them. So we'll throw that in somewhere in this general area. And next up, we will have Cyril. Laurent, it has been a pleasure.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure and an honor. I've learned so much from this guy, even pulling out a box, like pulling out a cattle being born. So we don't really do that method of birthing a cattle, just so you know. I've never done that. I don't think that's how it is. But that's all we got for today.
Thank you.
I've asked everything. All good, yeah. Cool deal.